In this brief video, we'll review some of the characteristics of community college students. In reviewing these characteristics, we hope that you'll start to think about what challenges students who transfer from community colleges might encounter and how you as a mentor can help those students overcome those challenges. I want to start out by briefly reviewing some of the reasons why a student might start at a community college. Of course, this list probably isn't exhaustive, but this gives you an idea of some of the reasons why your mentees might have started at a community college. There are at least 4 reasons why a student might start at a community college. The first is cost. A lot of times, community colleges are much less expensive than four-year institutions. A second reason that a student might start at a community college is lack of maturity. There could be a ton of reasons why a student feels like they don't lack the maturity to start at a four-year institution. A third reason why a student might start at a community college is lack of readiness or desire to leave home. They might feel like they'd rather spend a couple years living at home and getting their bearings before moving out of the house to a four-year institution, especially because some four-year institutions require students to live on campus during their first year. Finally, students might also have struggled with their academics during high school and might not have received the grades to go to a four-year institution. Making assumptions about the reason why a student chose to go to a community college before transferring to a four-year institution can be really dangerous because there are so many reasons why a student might make that decision. Having open and honest conversations with your mentee about their reasons for starting at a community college and their reasons for transitioning to a four-year institution is really key to understanding your mentee. There are a lot of reasons why a student might decide to transfer to a four-year institution. The first and maybe most relevant is to obtain a bachelor's degree. A student might realize that the degree they earned at the community college is not enough for them to achieve their long-term career goals. A second reason why a student might transfer to a four-year institution is the opportunities for personal and academic growth. A student's time at a four-year institution oftentimes is a point where they can reflect on their life, reflect on their long-term goals and their values, and figure out what steps are important to achieve those goals. And then last but not least, a student might transfer to a four-year institution because they want that residential campus experience. Community colleges are oftentimes commuter campuses where students don't live on campus, and sometimes students might think of the, quote, typical college experience, end quote, as living on campus, in dorms. As we discussed in the previous module, as students transition into a four-year institution, they might face certain challenges. There are even more specific challenges that students who transfer from a community college might face. Let's briefly review them. Some researchers and practitioners refer to a transfer student's first year at a four-year institution as a second first-year experience because of the struggles that they might face. Oftentimes, students experience transfer shock and transfer isolation, which are manifested in academic and social transitional issues, such as lower grade point average, depression, and social anxiety. Sometimes, transfer students might try to conceal their transfer status because they're worried about being rejected or treated differently by either students or other people at the institution because they're transfer students. Because of these challenges, it's really key for students to develop a sense of belonging during their first year at the new institution. The greater the student's connection to social and academic systems at the college and university, the better their academic performance will be, and the more likely they are to eventually graduate. As a peer mentor, you can help connect students to the social and academic systems of the institution. For example, you might share your experiences in your major, discuss opportunities that you've had that you felt are unique to your major, or share what you know about the resources at your university. In addition, it might be helpful to engage in discussions with your mentee about what steps they're taking to connect to the overall academic community. By doing these two things, hopefully you as a mentor can help buffer against some of those feelings of transfer shock and transfer isolation that students might experience.